It's Steve and Joe
Episode 4
of Mixed Results.
Well, we're here to discuss 2017 Digital Cities, the latest results.
Yeah.
Every year, we walk away with the top 10 priorities of the issues that matter most to the city CIO community. This year, cybersecurity remains the top overall priority across the local government CIO community. Not shocking.
No big surprise there.
Not necessarily surprising, but I think it's indicative of where their mindset is. We continue to see breach after breach. We see a lot of more investment in that in terms of RFPs coming out daily for cybersecurity, but that investment still isn't quite where it needs to be to match the types of challenges that these departments face on a day-to-day basis.
So one fascinating thing there is the large number of cities who say they are using artificial intelligence for cybersecurity. I found that interesting. You're right, this has been a top-of-mind issue for years now, and it has to be, and it is constantly a worry for this group of people. I mean, their jobs depend on it. They lose their jobs, over a breach commonly. So it is a mission-critical issue.
I think what you're hitting on there, Steve, is that the threats continue to evolve. We hear a lot about that. And the latest results in this survey show that the means with which they look to respond to those threats are also evolving. Nearly half of the responding cities indicated that they're already using artificial intelligence as it relates to cybersecurity. So you're right, that was one of the findings that to me kind of was a bit shocking, a bit surprising, but I think it points to the fact that they're looking for new solutions, new approaches to address an ever-present problem.
They almost have to, right? I mean, the interesting thing, we heard, I think it was last year at our public CIO summit, that CISOs and CIOs routinely kind of run these fake phishing exercises where they literally send phishing messages to their own workforces to see who's going to fall for these attacks. And then the idea is you train the folks that are falling for the email. And the crazy thing is about 20% of people tend to fall for those attacks, but it's not the same 20%, right? It's kind of this rotating 20% based on, I don't know, who's paying attention that day, who's got 5 other things going on and they accidentally click on a link. So it's really situational. So the idea that you can train that out of your workforce completely doesn't seem to hold up. I mean, not that training's not important. Those kind of exercises are still important, but you still need something else. Maybe it is some form of, more intelligent type of tool that, either spots trends, stops things before they get too far out of hand. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, across the uses of AI, you saw kind of security, or what I would deem security-related things, be woven in there. We talked about the half or nearly half of respondents focused on cyber. I think it was something like a third of the cities were focused on AI for e-discovery. Predictive analytics was also in there. So you're seeing a variety of use cases for AI, but more importantly, a way to leverage that technology to be secure. You and I are both quite familiar with a lot of cybersecurity vendors who offer a suite of next generation tools. And I think that this data kind of is the evidence that that's exactly what they're looking for, is continually that next generation, how do I stay ahead of that threat? And quite surprising. So I think if you're in this industry and you're offering cybersecurity solutions to states or localities, it remains a good market, with it being the top overall priority. And if you're offering emerging tech, like AI or AI solutions, this market's becoming more and more comfortable with emerging tech solutions.
Yeah, it would appear they're very open to applying artificial intelligence where it makes sense. And it seems to make a lot of sense here.
So thanks for joining us on Mixed Results. I'm Joe.
I'm Steve. We'll see you next time.
Feel free to engage on this conversation and with us on Twitter and Medium.
Yeah, do it. Do it now.
Subscribe.
I
Ding.
would. I already did.
Yeah.